Here with Reeling Up the Coast. Got a great show for you today. I've got my great friend Jay Gregg, host of South Carolina Outdoors. He and I are going to be doing a little competition today for a brand new pair of Crocs, and we're getting taken out by my wonderful friend and very knowledgeable guide here in Murrells Inlet, Jay Baisch of Fishful Thinking Guide Service. Stay tuned for some exciting adventures in Murrells Inlet. Appreciate you bringing me and Jay Gregg over here for our little redfish challenge, bringing me to a secret spot over here. The rigs that we're using over here, it looks like we're going to use possibly a jig head with a grub on there.
There's two different things we're going to do, Inglis. We're going to do a little artificial fishing with these gulp minnows that they've come out with. Everybody loves them. I can't rave about them enough. Other than live bait, this is where I go. This color is called camo. It's a jerk shad. I don't use the curly tail in the summer because the pinfish have a tendency to knock the tail off and the bait doesn't last very long. This, nuclear chicken, fire tiger, great colors. All right, let me show you how I rig this thing. Very simply out through the slit in the middle, and there's a barb on the back of that jig head. I'm gonna get that black barb right in the back of that slit and pull the hook out the back side. It's backwards to how most people freshwater fishing would fish it. They'd want the hook in here to keep it weedless, but I like a little exposed hook for these flounder and these redfish. They're gonna whack it, and we're gonna set the hook quick with this. The other rig we're gonna use is Carolina rig. It's the rig everybody's used forever flounder fishing. Real simple. Finger mullet, kale hook, about a foot and a half of 20-pound fluorocarbon and 3-ounce egg weight. Doesn't get cheaper or simpler than this whole deal right here. Kale hook, key to this whole deal is the bend in the hook. You can see how it comes, the hook has on the spine, has a kink in it. That way it goes in the fish's mouth and rolls up into the top of their lip. It can't go in and out straight. And this is it. We're going to get these things wet and see if we can't put a doormat in the boat right here.
Let's do it, because it seems that Jay's already started fishing up there, so he's got a little head start on me. Let's get these lines in.
Let's do it.
All right, Jay, we got set up here, and I'll tell you, there's a little bit more of a swell in here than we thought, isn't it? But this point right here, you got to know what you're doing when you pull in here and anchor up.
Yeah, you got to really be careful. You definitely want to make sure there's a north wind, north swell. That way, as it wraps around the south side of the jetty here, it's not so rough. We got about a 2-foot swell coming in here every now and then, and if you stand up, you rock a little bit. But the whole deal is these fish are migrating up the coast. They're coming to this obstruction right here, and they're posting up right here and deciding what to do. They're going to decide whether to keep migrating or decide whether to go in the inlet. And the fish are migrating and the bait's migrating. So the bait stacks up in here just as well as the fish. It's a great flounder redfish spot. I catch both about equally here. Real good high tide spot. When the tide's real low, these swells have a tendency to break because it's real shallow in here. So this spot you have to keep in mind, know what you're doing when you come in here, or just be extra careful.
Now, one thing like today, this water is real clear, and I know you probably can't see with the camera right now, but this water's real clear. And one thing that you pretty much got me hooked on a couple years ago was fluorocarbon. And I know that the vanishing percentage of this fluorocarbon versus mono in this clear water has got to make a big difference, don't you think so?
Huge difference. The light reflects through that fluorocarbon the same as it does through the water. Where you're mono, the light's going to hit it, and even if you're fishing a clear mono, the light's going to reflect differently through that than it would through the fluorocarbon, and the fish are going to see it. Another advantage to fluorocarbon is abrasion resistance. We're fishing against rocks here. These fish are sitting right next to the rocks, much more abrasion resistant than mono. So it's dual purpose. It works good for us in this.
Well, let's get a fish on.
Let's do it.
I just got to beat Jay. You know, I just want those Crocs. I don't want to give them to him.
Alrighty, you know me, buddy. I'm not the most patient person in the world. We've been here 15 minutes or so. I can usually tell pretty quick whether or not these fish are sitting in this spot. Real fine line between patience and stupidity. I don't want to be stupid, so we're going to move here in about 5 minutes.
We've been sitting here for about 15, 20 minutes. Hadn't had a strike. We had a couple Spanish chase our baits up. Capt Jay's got a couple more spots back in the inlet. We're going to start moving in there now that the tide's starting to fall a little bit more. You guys stay tuned for more exciting fishing action with Reeling Up the Coast.
Marshall's Marine, fun comes in waves, and adventure is always waiting. Step inside the Southeast's largest climate-controlled showrooms and select your next boat, Wave Runner or ATV. Choose from pontoon boats, deck boats, Triton and Ranger bass boats, Yamaha Wave Runners, Stingray power boats, and Arctic Cat all-terrain vehicles. Marshall's is the largest marine dealer in the Carolinas, and our service experience is second to none. We're just a short drive.
Water that we've got coming in here, you know, a lot of people think of Murrells Inlet not as being a true redfish spot. You know, a lot of us and a lot of people target redfish in here. They come in and they're happy with 2 or 3 fish. I think you and I both know that we've had days where we've caught quite a few, and there's plenty of redfish in here. And actually, both of us are involved in a DNR deal with some redfish that are getting released. We're going to be doing logbooks for DNR, and you know, there's plenty of redfish in Murrells Inlet. And I think actually that DNR's had a great success with the fish DNA samples and also with the fish heads. You're more familiar with the fish heads. Where do you guys turn the fish heads in here at?
Harrelson Seafood Market on the front porch. They have a little cooler. If you take your fish heads, at the end of the day, I clean your fish for you. I'll put the fish heads in a bag for you. If you take them down to the seafood market and put them in the freezer, fill out a little card, State is more than happy to send you a t-shirt for participating in the program. They just need the data so they can tell what fish are stocked fish and what fish are wild fish. They want to know what percentage of the fish they're letting go are actually returning home to people's dinner tables. And it's a good program, especially from Murrells Inlet when we don't have such a huge estuary where the fish just don't have miles and miles of area to be, and there's a lot of fishermen. It seems to be a great program that's really working out for us.
Right, I think a lot of people kind of get misconception on it. They say, well, if we tell them that we got a lot of redfish and we show them that a lot of the redfish are surviving and they're not going to restock it, when it's actually the opposite. They want to know that the stock is surviving and they're going to bring more redfish in. So that's what we're trying to get, and that's what we want everybody to make sure you turn in your heads to Harrelson's or get DNA samples, and let's get this redfish stock up. Now, right now, this redfish stock's not looking too good for us, but I think we're going to get on the fish. We got plenty of time, and you got plenty of spots, don't you?
Oh yeah, we just got set up here. I like to give a spot about a half hour. If they're not here, they're not here. You can't control where the fish are. But like I said, I got a bunch of spots to go try today, so I'm not scared.
We're going to catch them.
All right.
Get ready.
He's swimming, Bo. Get him. He's swimming way out to the middle.
There we go.
All right, English, we hooked up here finally.
Yep.
Let's see what we got here.
I don't know. There he is. It looks like a red.
Let me get the net up here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a red. I tell you what, this shell bank right here is a great spot for redfish, isn't it?
Yeah, they love this little hill right here for some reason. He's acting like the too big variety too, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I mean, the size Manhattan we had out for him, what would you expect? Hey, Jay, how many fish you got? Okay, I was just wondering.
This looks like a good one, E.
Yep. Well, you know what? We put some time in today.
Yeah, what do we got? I don't think it's a red anymore.
What do you think it is?
I don't know, buddy. I just saw a little color and it wasn't bronze.
Uh-oh.
Well,
hang on, here we go. Here we go. You know what? This is my leader. Now, Jay likes to use a short leader, and I got on this rig and retied it and tied a longer leader on here.
I don't know. He's fighting like a redfish, but I haven't seen anything yet to let me know. Oh, maybe it's a redfish. I think I just saw a little bit of bronze right there.
Now, we were talking about it earlier. You just switched to the 6-foot rods on here?
Yeah, 6-foot ugly sticks. Obviously, I don't have any affiliation with Ugly Stick. Nope, just stick.
Oh, there we go.
It's a
yeah, look at here, Jay.
It's a butterfly ray.
Look at that.
It's a butterfly ray.
Woo!
Now, these kind of rays, they don't have a tail where they can get you or anything. This is a harmless stingray. He faked us out, but we'll take it right now. It's been a slow day, so we're happy to have somebody to play right now.
Yeah. Woo, that was a great fight. I reckon that makes the score 0-0 still.
6 feet in the tide. Now, this is outgoing tide or incoming?
Outgoing.
Okay, here it comes. Don't go into that boat, boy. Don't go into that boat. Come on up here. Here he comes. Here he comes. You ready?
I'm ready, buddy.
He's coming up this time. Nope. He's a little bit bigger than I thought he was going to be, Jay.
He's a healthy one. He's got shoulders, buddy.
He's a little bigger than I thought. Get him on up here. Got it. Look at there. Look at that fish. Oh, yeah, he's wore out now. Come on in that net. Yes, sir.
right.
Nice fishing right there.
All
Cat
right,
me.
guys.
That's a pretty fish there.
That is pretty fish. I'd say he's about
Nice. You see that?
about 10 pounds, probably 28 inches. I've been measuring a bunch of them this last couple weeks in this slot range, so I know pretty much exactly what he is. He's 27 or 28. You want to put your hands on him, buddy?
Yes, I do. Let me wet them first.
All right.
Now tell me why we wet our hands like that.
It keeps the slime on the fish, keeps them from coming off, and you can hear that fish drumming.
Yeah, I hear.
It means it's a male fish.
Now you were telling me
Males
earlier
drum like that.
when the fish are eating. I know we got to get him back in the water, but when the fish eating, they have crushers in the mouth. Show us those crushers.
Way down in, they've got little tiny teeth, almost like a largemouth bass would, but I don't know if you can see way in the back of his throat in there. There's crushers. They love eating crab, and they got teeth way in the back of their throat, and they'll put that crab right in the back of their throat and crush it with their throat, and that's a pretty specimen right there.
That is, that is.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Oh, here he goes. A nice fish.
Nice fish.
He stayed deep.
Stay deep.
Yep.
Ah, right on.
Oh yeah.
That one ate a Manhattan too, buddy.
Hey, it's 1-to-1 now. 1-to-1.
That's trouble. We should have measured mine. We should have measured them now.
You see that one with the bait in his mouth?
Yep.
We're using about a hand-sized Manhattan. Nice fish, English.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and release him. We'll let you get him right here beside the boat. Get him back in there. What you want to do is just kind of hold him in there and get him revived.
All right, here he goes. He wants to swim. Ah, thanks for playing, buddy.
There you go. He's gone. Safe release.
Good job, buddy.
1-to-1, baby.
That's all right.
We'll get another one.
Yep.
Now, guys, I'm going to tell you, Jay and I are not competitors. We both do charters in Murrells Inlet, but if you want to have a great time inshore fishing, offshore fishing, or whatever, Jay is a very dedicated guide and takes his job extremely serious, and you will have a wonderful time if you book a trip with him. Now, I know the easiest way to get in touch with you probably is through your phone.
Yeah, by phone. I have a, nice
yeah,
red.
that's a pretty red there.
That's a pretty red. He just opened up a hole in the surface right
Yep,
there.
look at there.
Look at there.
Oh, he's got one of those spots halfway up his side.
Yeah, he's pretty fish. Yeah, phone is the best way to reach me. My phone number is 843-902-0356. You can contact me by email and website also with Fish Think Guide SC. But phone is definitely the best way, and if I don't answer, it's because I'm on the water.
And he's on the water a lot, folks.
Hear that drag? That's
Yeah.
my favorite sound, boy.
I know.
Look at there.
Oh, here he comes. Come on. Oh, he's got some pretty spots on him.
Yeah, that's a pretty fish.
I'm not trying to horse him here. I'm letting him take drag, do his deal. He'll come to the boat soon enough.
I'm wetting my
Jay.
hands right now so I can handle this
Hey,
fish.
fish on, Jay. Fish on. How about that? There you go. There we go. Now we're talking.
All right.
There we go.
All right, and you can see in the background here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another red too. He just came up to the surface back there.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
All right. I hear his drum.
Yep.
I hear his drum.
All right, he got it a little deep, guys. I don't want to harm the fish. I'm clipping it. It's a bronze hook. It'll rust out in a couple days. Better off not digging in his stomach, letting him have it. He's going to work it out for sure. Here you go.
That's
I'm going to
right.
let you get your hands on this and help Jay
All
out
right.
back there. Nice fish, buddy.
Beautiful redfish right here in Murrells Inlet. Now, unfortunately, I was leading 2-to-1, but it seems that Mr. Jay Gregg back here hooked up while we were in the middle of fighting this fish.
Over yours.
I'm gonna release him real quick.
I just got to figure out. You're good. There you go.
He's feeling it now. He's gonna swim right off. There you go. Another great release.
He's under. This might be a
Fishing
slot
in Murrells
fish here.
Inlet is absolutely wonderful. You guys got to come down and visit us.
There's a slot fish here, guys.
Oh yeah.
This is keeper.
This is a keeper. This is a keeper here. There we go. Now this is a keeper redfish right here. If you're out for dinner, this is what you want. 19, 20 inches. Beautiful.
And again, we're catching him on Manhattan and now he's probably a mud minnow with it.
He probably ate a mullet, yeah. Nice little fish right there. These guys, they come down to visit, so this one here is going to make it to the dinner table, a little black and red fish. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. Good job, buddy.
Perfect. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Way to go, Jay. 2-to-2. But now wait a minute. Mine was bigger. My two were bigger than your two.
Did you catch one? I didn't see it. I was here catching.
I know.